What's going on with y'all, man? I just want to come in and put my little 2 cents in on what's going on with the election. Make sure this ain't too loud. Yeah, I just want to come in and put my little 2 cents in on what's going on with the election. I see a lot of people commenting on it, and I can say that for the past couple years or whatever, I kind of came into more information, about both of the parties and whatnot. And I think in the last couple of years, from my point of view, it seemed like we have seen more Black Americans adopt the Republican side of things. And and I was always taught, growing up, I was always taught that the Republicans was the bad guys, and that the Democrats was on our side. Then I came into more information, like I said, in the last couple of years about the things that the Democrats do, and it's just a whole nother mind. Just basically a paradigm shift, on what we was taught to believe about the two parties. But let me say this: when Trump won the election, when he got into office, I actually voted for him during that term. And the reason why I voted for him during that term was because I seen some things, I got a hold of some information, I seen some things that he supported that I actually agreed with. And next thing you know, you got this whole pandemic thing happening, and people are being people are being threatened to lose their job and things of that nature for not doing certain things. And those was one of the things that I seen that he supported was free choice on things like that. And I kind of voted for him just because of that. But however, this year and during this election, I started to pay attention. I noticed some things that just didn't seem right to me. It was a little iffy, and it started to look I started to question racism. I really started to question it, because I used to believe that he was kind of just being made to look that way through propaganda and through the media and things of that nature. But I started to hear and see things for myself that really questioned some things that he said. One of the things was that somebody made a comment. They said, how would you feel about if somebody is teaching in the schools that, blacks built this country and things of that nature? And he basically said that, well, if they want to teach something like that, we won't fund them. We won't give them no money. And that was a little iffy to me, because I felt like even if he didn't agree with it, he could have had a more understanding way of answering the question, because what is a fact is the slavery and the injustices that happen to Black people in large numbers. And I seen something about I think it was J.D. Vance, where he was saying that white people died for Black people during slavery, and that did happen, but in very small numbers. The numbers of white people that died during slavery is nothing compared to the numbers of things that's happened to Black people, or so-called Black people, during these times. So now everything has come to a head, and as I'm analyzing this stuff, I'm really coming to the conclusion that I believe that they really know and understand that they lost. And I think they are just losing it. You know what I mean? I think there's nothing else to do but to troll at this point, because I believe that they're losing it, or they're really not just smart enough to know that they can't win saying the things that they're saying, and that they may really believe that they can make people do things even if they don't like them. Like, you don't have to like me. It doesn't matter if you don't like me. It's nothing you can do about me. I don't know if that's the case. When I seen Eminem support the Democratic Party, I kind of felt like it's over with at that point. And not that hip hop artists is going to determine, you know, who wins the election. I just believe that he represents a large part of white America. And being that it's a large part of white America that's going to support that side of the Democratic Party, then I'm like, it's over with. And now these racial things is coming out. Every time I turn around, somebody at some rally that's supporting the Republicans, they're saying something just crazy and foul. And so it's just obvious at this point. And, you know, how many people in this country is really going to support an outright racist party? And so at this point, I don't really think that they're trying to win the election. I think that they're actually trying to start a revolution. And from my point of view is that when I look at the Republican Party and what they got going on right now, it looks like they're trying to take us back into the past. And when I look at the Democratic Party and what's going on right now, it seems like they're trying to move more into the future. And so, I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing right now. I don't have a dog in the race. I'm not a lover of no side. I'm just speaking on what I see. And that's just what I see at this particular moment. Now, if it was somebody who was on the Republican side and looking great, then I will say that. If it was somebody like I didn't at all really like the Biden, the whole Biden term. The inflation was just crazy. I mean, that's the only thing that I really felt outside of that. Outside of inflation, I think nothing else about the term really affected me that I personally felt that I can just think off at the top. But yeah, the inflation was crazy. And you know, and a lot of times they just not really honest about the inflation. And they like to act like things is getting better, the inflation is getting better, things of that, and it's not. But yeah, that's just where I'm at with it, man. I just, you know, I mean, it's obvious to see. I can't even say I think people should wake up and people should do this. This is just me giving my take on it. I don't think that they're really trying to win the election at this point. I think that they're really trying to start a revolution. And whatever that means for them. You know what I mean? It looks like that they are ready to make a move. I could be wrong. That's just what I see.